Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm going to start off with some clips I took of this truck about March last year. And then after those clips, I will dive into the explanation of why we're here. Well, it's official, boys. It's springtime. The grass is growing pretty high underneath the truck. So guess I need to get back out here and finish up the second half of the diagnostics. I don't know why I took such a pause on it. Just have so much going on all the time now. So here we are. We last left off checking out the injectors on the passenger side. Now, they were all spitting some oil, maybe some a little better than others, but I don't think that's really my problem. So I am going to probably just bolt up this valve cover for now, and we'll move on to the driver's side, where we're hoping we will see an injector that is not spitting oil, because that would save us a lot of time and some headaches. I'm going to bolt the side back up, and we'll move over there. Well, first start in a long time. Just want to get everything moving. I'm going to wait a good while before I start the driver's side. That way everything can cool down, but I'd really love to see this truck start up. And it does not seem happy already. Oh, it's so unbelievably dead. I've had it on a charger for 3 days. I think these batteries are toast. That's too bad. All right, so we are back, and if I haven't said already, sitting in front of me is my girlfriend's 1997 Ford F350. It's a four-door long bed, 7.3 turbo diesel, so it's a Power Stroke. And, well, here it is. It's been sitting here for over a year, definitely, I'd say. I've had my Mercedes probably a year and a half now, so it's about as long as this has been sitting. And the premise is that truck died, and we were having some steering issues, and one thing led to another. Then we found out the truck had a skip, and it's just like... It was a lot, and we had bought a car to replace the truck, but the car had just infinite amount of problems, so it just never allowed us the time to come and kind of circle back to start messing with the truck. So we're going to do an injector test. Supposedly, you can pull the valve cover off, and if the injector isn't puking oil while it's running, then you know you have a bad injector. We've deemed that the truck has a wicked misfire. Doing the diagnostics, I think it was about March. It may have been May, but I think it was March, and the batteries quit. And they're the batteries that have been in here for about like the last 10 years. Anyway, we're going to be buying some new batteries and getting those dropped in there. The first thing I got to do, though, is we knew we'd be circling back to this project way later. So, like I pulled the wheel cap off because I know I got to get down there. So that's in the truck. And, well, speaking of in the truck, everything is in the truck. It's been our storage unit over the summer. A lot of RSX parts and things like that. I mean, it's just how it was. Our wheels and tires back here, and cleanly, and so like we didn't just throw random stuff in here. It's just car parts, but my car parts, I guess, need a new home, so we're gonna be pulling all those out. I'm not gonna bore you with that, but we're gonna get this truck back to its good shape. We're gonna be getting the snow off it first off too. And then we'll start playing with it. If the truck's good to us, we'll start modifying it as time goes on again and just enjoying it. But it has just a lot of problems, all old cars do. This one was just really deep down in what it needed. So I might have gone over an explanation, or I might have cut it out of the earlier videos, but pretty much what happens is the truck comes to a light and it falls flat on its face. I think it has something to do with the engine having the misfire. Maybe it's pulling air. I don't know what's going on with it, and maybe it's got a dead cylinder. We will figure that out pretty soon here in this video. Hopefully, we will get some answers as to what's going on. We have, look at this, August 24. It was off the road in July of 24. So it's been some time. I mean, we're in January 2026 right now, but it started with the truck died, and then Lex backed up, and I noticed her big drag bar links were flopping. So we're like, okay, tie rods. We did that. I had it up in the air, and I was like, wow, this thing needs a ball joint dangerously bad. So we have to do a ball joint. That's next, and I believe it needs a steering box. I got to put the new plates on it, and then we got to register the truck. We got to get it inspected, but we'll do that once it's at the shop, once we get it running, one thing at a time. Anyway, the plan is we just got to throw some new batteries in it and finish the driver's side of the injector test. I got to pull the valve cover off. We did the valve cover gaskets on our last video we made on this truck, just to make sure all the pigtails were all good and clean. It did pass a buzz test, so I know it's getting the electricity. So this leaves me with the hope that it's a dead injector. If it's not a dead injector, we might be looking at something real serious. So I guess we'd start out with today's first job. We're going to pull off the old plates and put the new main plates. These plates suck. Gonna miss the chickadee plate. But that's pretty much it. Just real simple. Something easy and fun to do. And then we will get to cleaning this thing up later. Cool thing is we get to keep our old plates though. So having the vanity plate hung up inside the house and on the truck, pretty sick. And here we are. We're putting our bolts back in on the front. So very excited to see the new plates on the truck. Gotta tuck it up in there. Pretty neat little license plate cover. I don't know if it feels like it should have top bolts to complete the look or not, but we got these in here. Now, just gotta tighten it up, and then we are gonna pop the hood and pull out the batteries. So a slow-paced video today, nonetheless, but the plates are now on the truck. We still gotta pull everything out of here, but we'll get there when we get there. These batteries are cooked. I don't know what year they were even put in here, but they've been in here a very long time. So, looks like some critters have been up in here too. I'm sure of it. Hopefully they haven't gotten anything that they shouldn't have, but they love getting into the wires and stuff. Let's, I guess the first thing we could do is probably disconnect our grounds and our positives. And so let's get the right size socket on there. So we're going to start with our 1/2 wrench on here and get these terminal rings pulled off. Been a little while. I don't know the last time I had to remove a battery in this, probably to get to this little corner light. Usually not a fun piece to get to. And I mean, hopefully the truck starts doing us well. Yeah, I gotta pry that apart with a little flathead. But hopefully the truck does us well, and then we can kind of get back into like having fun with it again, modifying and things like that. Trying to fit our tools on here a little tight, You gotta use a wrench because there's little fender supports and things like that right here. But we'll go loosen them all up and get these out. So all we need here to get the battery out is we just have to remove this little 8mm bolt holding in that clamp. And once that comes out, I can just pull the battery right out of place. It's actually a really reasonably decent setup, given it's a Ford. Everything is a little tricky on these for no reason sometimes. But this, very simple. Now, our battery is free, and we can try to pull that right out of here. Well, that was beautiful. We've gotten it out. Now we're going to go pull out our other battery. The tie downs on this actually are so simple. All right, so we got the Napa Legends out. I don't know if I've ever seen that before on a battery. The sides are right bulging out. Well, the bed is cleaned out. Now the cab, which is also probably full of car parts and other random things. Wahoo. Well, we've got our clean bed. Now we have the clean interior. I mean, clean enough. It's this truck's seen a lot of years. We got some transmission fluid back there. We were having a transmission fluid leak, but we have sealed up the transmission since then. And if it's still leaking, well, that's a job for me for later. We just got our tools that we are using for this job right here for the batteries, our tie downs, pieces for the airbox. But other than that, it's pretty clean. I mean, there's not much more going on in here. There's just so many things we got to do, like the headliner's sagging now, things like that. I mean, it was before we parked it, but you know, just all the little things. But we got to go through and really deep clean it. But we're going to worry about all that once it's on the road. But I'm going to go pick up the batteries. The last thing I got to do is plug this in until tomorrow. Well, here they are. You guys saw me take them out. And so you know exactly how they go back on. I'm going to drop these in here and we're going to see if it starts. Well, here we go. We just got those connected. Wow. Beautiful hearing that charm again. It's been a really long time. Going to cycle the glow plugs a few times. And I don't know. Truck might be a little funny. But we'll see. Wow. That started amazing, actually. Like, given it's been so long since this thing has run, that started, like, first try, too. That was really crazy. I wonder if you've had, like, super dead battery, like a dead battery, and one was just, like, leeching off the other. But then they both died. But our video's not done yet. I'm going to come back out in the morning and we are going to do the injector test and see if all of the injectors on the driver's side are spitting oil the way they should be. I can't believe we're hearing this thing run. That is cool. Well, this has been absolutely wonderful to see. We will play with it some more tomorrow. Hasn't really warmed up, but Really happy to see this thing run for the first time in quite a long time. It's good to see the lights on, and I'm really excited to play with this truck again. I'd love to see this thing back up on the road and love to give it love again. So that's going to do it for right now. I'll see you guys in the morning. New day, here we are. Let's get it. I'm going to start the truck. I'm going to let it warm up for a little bit. Then I'm going to play with it. Probably would be better to do this cold, but I want to make sure the truck is actually going to run like it should. So the glow plug cycle was insane. I mean, you got to think this truck sat for almost a year, and it just started right up. That is so impressive. Like, I am so impressed. Now, it's pretty warm for a day in Maine. And actually, yesterday I was like, man, I can't really see the coolant gauge. The temperature gauge isn't working. It's been dead. It's been dead for many years. Maybe it's just a sensor. Who knows? We'll look into it at some point. But here we are. Get a good look at everything. Just make sure it all runs. So the premise is I needed to start it because I need to start it without the valve cover on to see if the injectors are spitting oil like they should. So here we are. I'll let it run for probably 5 minutes, let it sit for a bit, and then come back out and do this again. So I'm not even going to bore you guys with how to take off the valve cover because we just did it in the last video we worked on this truck. So if you want to see how, go watch it. We just did the valve cover gaskets. I should have checked on this while I was there, but I actually didn't know this is a test I could have done. The truck did pass a buzz test prior to doing the valve cover gasket, so I know they were all getting the electrical connection. I don't think I thought about that in the video when I made it, but we had an oil leak coming from them, so they had to be changed. Just sucks to have to do this twice, but it's cool. I know what I'm doing now. Makes life a little easier. We're just gonna get in here, pull the air box, pull off a couple brackets, and pull that cover off. Should be pretty simple. So just as an example, here you are. As you rev it, you can feel it's just so off balance. So that's kind of our problem. That's our, I'm not gonna worry about it too much right now. No, it's not way to rev it and kill it, but that's all right. Can't get any worse, can it? So like I said, I'm gonna pull this all out and see where we end up. Well, there's all the tools that I used right there, and got the valve cover off. We're gonna want to be real careful not to suck up any gunk into the turbo there. So I'm probably gonna put one of the pipes back on there so it's catching the air up here. But other than that, I'm gonna give this a quick start, and we're gonna see if these are pouring oil out like they should be. That's pretty much it. You'll see down there's a little spout, and we basically want to see that on all 4 of them puking out oil. All right, we got oil there. Well, unfortunately for me, it looks like all of them are working as they should, which is kind of a problem because it doesn't explain why we have such a skip or a misfire. So, we're going to have to do a little deeper dive. Alrighty, guys. Well, we failed here on the diagnostics with trying to figure out if our injectors were bad, which I guess isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it means our injectors are good. It just sucks in the aspect that we're really not sure what the plan is right now. I'm thinking about telling you in the next video. I'll see you guys there. Thanks so much for watching. I'll give you my ideas and insights on what I think could possibly be next. But with that being said, if you want to see some more content on Lex's F350, it's really nice to have at least gotten our foot in the door, and we don't give up. We're just going to keep pushing. We're going to make things happen. We're going to work really hard. I have a couple ideas, but I don't want to bore you. So thanks so much for checking out today's video. A little slow, a little random. Hopefully we get a little bit more in depth and detail next video. Peace.